Are you using or serving your audience? Here are the 4 telltale signs. Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Copywriting Confidential with yours truly, Monica Badiu. I am a sales email copywriter and copy coach, helping thought leaders and course creators engage their audiences and enroll more students through non-spammy, non-salesy, customer-centric email marketing. And this is probably the biggest concern I have to deal with whenever I enroll a new client in my copywriting service. How do we write emails that are actually serving the audience instead of making our audience feel used? And I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about emails that basically just say, hey, give me your money and here's some stuff. Now, in case you're doing this or you're afraid you're doing this, you're gonna find this particular video useful. Let's start. Number 1 is sending frequent sales emails without much valuable information, without context, without actually taking the time to justify you pitching that specific offer. And we see this very often. It's those emails that only talk about 2 things, which is a discount and the urgency that that discount is going to expire soon. Now, this is why it's so important to take the time to think strategically about your sales pitch, because that allows you to be more than just a brand who says, hey, I have something to sell. Do you want to buy it? This is where my warm-up email strategy is so effective. And even if you do send monthly promotions like most of the clients I work with do, there's still a way to make sure that those frequent sales emails are actually so valuable that your audience wants to receive them, that they want to actually read them. And one of the tactics to get them there is this whole warm-up email sequence. And I explain exactly what goes into it in an episode I recorded with 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐸 for the art of selling online courses. You're gonna find the link in the video description, and I recommend you really pay attention to that, because that's the entry point into a sales email campaign that doesn't feel sleazy, that actually justifies why you're even sending them a sales page in the first place. Number 2 might sound redundant, but the second telltale sign you're using your audience instead of serving them is ignoring their feedback, or even worse, not giving them an option to have some feedback to share. And this is common for big brands who, when they actually create an opportunity for you to engage with them, they actually send you to a frequently asked page and with an automated support bot or whatever. So that doesn't actually give your audience an opportunity to talk to you, to tell you what's wrong. So when that happens, you're gonna see lots of social media posts from customers who are like, this company sucks. And you really don't want that, because if you're truly into serving your audience, you're gonna create a system, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You're gonna create a system that allows your audience to engage with you, because they're there because you promise them you have a solution or you have something valuable that they're interested in. And again, as a thought leader, you actually want your audience to talk to you, not only because that's what the thought leader does, but because it actually helps your whole email health list, your deliverability, your overall engagement, and even the sales process down the line. So remember, create opportunities for your audience to provide feedback, and yes, go beyond that whole give me 5 stars or whatever. Ideally, you have an opportunity for them that says, hey, if you have something to share with us, all you have to do is reply back to this email and my team will take it over from there. It doesn't have to be complicated. Number 3 is another common one. So number 3 is creating content that is generic, that lacks relevancy, that has no contextual awareness whatsoever. That makes your audience feel invisible. It's like you don't even know what they're going through, you don't care about them, and that creates a major disconnection which means that down the line, if you continue doing this, you're going to end up with emails that just get lost in your audience's inbox. They're not going to want to engage with you. They're going to lose interest soon, which means you're going to have to focus more on bringing in even more leads, so that you have an actual email list to talk to or to sell to. But ideally, you write email content that is relevant and that is contextual aware. That helps your audience actually connect with you. Now, I talk about this in various other places online. My suggestion is to go and listen to or watch episode 5 of Master the Inbox. This is my podcast where I'm basically the email coach in your pocket. Whatever your concern is when it comes to sales emails, you're gonna have an answer there. So in this specific episode, I share the 3 secrets to writing sales emails your audience will care about. And I go in depth and explain about relevancy and context. Pay attention to it because it's very important and it's gonna help you figure out why some of your emails might just fall flat. And now we're going to number 4. So number 4 is very simple. If you're only selling, if you're only asking things of your audience, you're not usually serving, you're actually using your audience. You're using them for their click, you're using them for their time, for their effort, and for their money. Which means that from every now and then, you should be offering some free content. And when I say free content, I'm not necessarily thinking about giving away your courses, but I am talking about giving them free resources. I'm talking about creating a live opportunity for them to talk to you and to share their questions, share their concerns, whether it's the buyer segment or the non-buyer segment. Receiving free content is a really good way to showing your audience you are primarily interested in serving them. This also helps a very large segment of your audience, a segment that isn't usually ready to buy, but they are there because they know or they want to know that you have your back and they want to learn from you. They want to get your knowledge. They might not be able to afford your courses at this moment. They might not have the time, but if you continue to deliver content that is not gated, content that is so valuable and that helps them actually move from where they are now to the point you want them to be so they can start working with you, that helps your audience and your brand as well. So here you go. These are the 4 telltale signs you are using, not serving your audience. And when it comes to email marketing, these are also the 4 telltale signs your emails are falling flat. There's obviously more than meets the eye, and these are just like for the 4 most common surface level factors I've discovered over the years. So if you want to learn more about improving your email marketing game and writing emails that connect and help your audience, subscribe to this channel. And as always, if you have a question, just drop me a comment and I'm going to create a video about it.